Hi, this is Brian Tarian here from the Disability Digest with my monthly update covering the good news and the bad news that will impact your ability to get your disability benefits approved and to keep your disability benefits. So I look at the trends like over the last 30 days and what's gone on and kind of give you an idea of what's going forward that we see here at the Disability Digest. So these videos are intended to give you kind of the big picture idea of what's going on to help you get your benefits approved fast, help you keep them, and help you maximize them. If you enjoy the work that we do, we encourage you to subscribe and ring the bell and be on the lookout for the live events that we do online pretty much weekly. So at the end, I'll give you some tips on how you can get some more information from us here at the Disability Digest. So first, what I want to go through is I'm going to cover the bad news first. And the continuing disability reviews. For those of you that are disability recipients and for those of you that are going through the approval process, you definitely want to be aware of this. The disability reviews are at an all-time high. They've increased the amount of funding to do these, which I've covered in depth in other videos, and this is the short story. And so what it looks like now with the data is about 50,000 people over the next 12 months will lose their disability benefits because of a disability review, and the end result will be Social Security will say, we've reviewed your medical situation and we don't believe that you qualify for your disability income still. We spent a lot of time, effort, and energy in helping you understand what you need to do to prove that you qualify and to keep your benefits. So I encourage you to stay tuned or tune in for that information if you would like to keep your benefits. So the other thing that we're seeing is overpayments is another way in which people are losing their benefits. It's not the same volume. But within the last 30 days in the month of June, I saw 4 different instances of overpayments. And this is where Social Security says, we've been paying you money and we should not have been paying you money. And it could be because they don't believe you qualified for some reason, or it's commonly because of somebody has made money and not understood the rules and they've made too much money. So I've seen on the low end $32,000 that Social Security is asking back for, and the highest one out of the 4 was $165,000. Now the bright spot in all of this is I believe that most of those can be either eliminated or significantly reduced. But the point is, if you get one, you've got to deal with it, and you can try to deal with it on your own. But usually people have to hire somebody, an attorney, to get them out of it. So it's best to just follow the rules that we put out and definitely support making money and keeping your benefits, but you have to stay within the guidelines, right? For those of you dealing with Social Security, and let's say you're going through the approval process, or you're already approved and you've got a continuing disability review or an overpayment, or you lost your Social Security card, whatever it is, it's a really challenging time to deal with Social Security right now. One example of that is those going through the approval process. It's the highest number of cases that are in backlog in the system right now that I've known since I've been doing this work, which is 16 years and 2 days that I've been doing this work. There's close to 1.1 million is what the sources that I see that are looking at. And so what that creates is a challenging situation to get things dealt with in a timely manner. What we have been typically expect for an initial decision on a disability application of 5 to 7 months. We see many people in the 14 to 16 month range. I don't see a big difference in the approval percentages, but I see the wait times being still to be gargantuan. So that's because 1, the case volume, and 2, the personnel is low. So take the path of least resistance is my advice. Find the easiest way for you to resolve your situation, whatever it is, continuing disability review, overpayment, information you have to deal with them, or application going through and applying, so that you stand the best chance to do that. Now, if you're applying, I would definitely encourage you to give some really strong consideration to making your case stand out. Here at the Disability Digest, we teach you how to do it on your own, or possibly we can have it done for you. But either way, if you're going to go into a large pool of applicants, you want to make your case stand out. That's just my opinion if you want to get approved. All right, so a few other things to remind you is that there was a fee increase for Social Security disability representatives. Attorney, non-attorney. It's been at $6,000 for like 12 years. They moved to $7,200. If you want to make it a non-issue, focus on winning your case at the initial application. And unless you've been out of work for a long time, there's not going to be a lot of, there might be $10,000 or $12,000 in back benefits, maybe 15, but it's not going to go to the full fee. So the bright side of that is it's going to attract better quality disability representatives into the industry. A lot of people left this industry because it just wasn't profitable. The fees were low, the wait time was long, and the approval rates got really challenging. So that is the bright spot in it. Okay, some of the good news, if you will, is that there has been this inflation with gas and food and all those prices. There's projected to be a COLA increase, cost of living increase, which would be the highest one ever, around 8.9%. Last I checked, inflation was 8.5%. So it's not like you're getting a raise. It's just basically allowing you to keep up. But that's what the trend is looking like in January, so stay tuned for that. There's also expectations that the Medicare Part B premium that went from $148.50 to $170.10, huge jump, is going to be reduced. Actually, something that's going to be reduced. Interesting, huh? Not quite sure what it's going to be reduced to. I'll put a link below this video so you can check it out and find that out. So hopefully that'll save people a few dollars. If you are dealing with Social Security, another closing point, I would give some careful consideration to going actually to the Social Security office. There's been some news in Florida and Texas about the long waits and the heat. They're only allowing a certain amount of people that can go into the building, and it's a bit confusing for people when they set their appointment online and they go there and they wait. They didn't understand, many of them, that they would be waiting outside. So if you can do something online, then definitely do it. The last thing that I learned in the month of June, not next to last, is that for earning money, if you're earning money going through the approval process or you're already approved for disability, the money that you earn, for example, in the month of June, let's say you get paid in the month of July. Well, Social Security is going to look at the month that you received the money as the month that you worked. So this could impact your disability onset date, because maybe you stopped working in June, but you received your last payment in July. So just a slight little nuance to consider. Last thing is, there's a lot of movement in this space now. I just shared with you some of the challenges that are going on, and individuals are really having a difficult time going through the approval process and keeping their benefits and all of that. And if you in any way, shape, or form are concerned about this for yourself and for the others that are out there, I would reach out to your congressman, something I've said before. Only 6,000 people did this last year, and there's 8.9 million people on disability benefits. And when I look at the YouTube channel, there's a lot of people that are discontent. So if you're discontent, contact them, and you could simply contact them and say, listen, improve your service, and until you can improve your service, stop doing the continuing disability reviews that are knocking people off of benefits. So or whatever your own personal situation might be. So that would help the better cause. So I hope you appreciated this update, the June update. Here we are in July. And stay tuned for more here at the Disability Digest. If you would like to get a customized approach to help you get your benefits, keep your benefits, or maximize your benefits, we definitely invite you to join us as a member. There'll be a link up here in the video, and then, you know, around the video there'll be another link as well where you can just click on it, come through, complete an evaluation, and that will help us understand your situation so we can connect you with the relevant information, resources, people, support groups, and things that we do that will help you with your benefits. Otherwise, these are just big general interest things, and we definitely appreciate you tuning into these, but we can best help you if we know where you're at in the process. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this today. Stay tuned for more. Again, this has been Brian Therrien from the Disability Digest. Thank you.